out back of our house. As you can see, it's just a trail, and that's just wooded area. It's posted, but it's not posted. They just stuck the signs up so you stay out of it. Um, this used to be a dumping pit years ago. So I came across a little Listerine jar. I think it was mouthwash.
Found a blue rock.
I found a blue rock. I sold a blue rock, and there was a story on that.
I don't know my phone to watch it or check.
But I found very interesting things here. I don't know if anyone's gonna watch, but it's just
You were gonna get your sound effects.
it's okay. This is just a small loopy loop. See, this side's not bad, but when you get to the other end, it's bad.
It's called the Dingo.
It's called the Dingo.
The Dingo ate your baby.
Christ, you say that out loud, but it's okay. Good thing we got good subscribers. Like, I don't know if anyone's gonna watch, but it's like a hit or miss. And this, if you cut clear across once you get down to the hill, this is all you can go up to the dam up there, which I've done it, but it's a lot of pricker bushes. Not like now it's not bad. When you get into the summertime, it's bad.
This will be the time to do it though. We're gonna do it
Yeah.
because it's not.
So you could dunk on the side of it. So I'm not doing a buddies live. I'm just gonna do a short nature live. It is beautiful out here. Nice weather, calm wind. I hope you all enjoy it. Blue sky too. I shoot the guns. I have a paintball gun and a BB gun pistol. I just shoot cans. I'm pretty good at it too. See if you got see, I go off trail. I just don't really I'm that type of person where I don't stay on trail. Hello there. Hello there. Apparently someone's digging for bodies, but a shovel, as you can tell. This is so all these old glasses, if I can get over here. Okay. All these old glasses is technically what I found, but only smaller. And it actually has it says Listerine on it. There's a lot more. I think there's see, look at them all. It's just a dumpy trash, like interesting, right? Very interesting, I'll tell you that. You want a salt and pepper shaker? This used to be, you can tell what it used to be. Um, I can't even read that, but it says it contains 7.5 ounces. I think it's used to be beer at one time. A pot. Don't fall in the hole. So this is a big dumping pit. People, there's a lot of glass down here, so you can't bring dogs down here, but people do. Hey, a shovel. Where's the handle to it? A cup. Like, there's more stuff. So, like, I found treasures down here, like old bottles and everything. God, watch where you step. I can control. I've gone down steeper. I'm just like, I'm like I was born with like on wild child side. So I'll do anything once. Technically, well, when it comes to certain things I won't do. But that thing's been there for decades. There used to be a bench here and then someone took it out. We don't know. It literally used to sit right here. And you could tell how this is just the brook flood. It's not flooded as I thought it'd be with all the rain and the snow we had. You can hear birds. This is a good place to hang out when you want to, like, do some downtime. Come here. There is benches.
Some cans, have a few beers.
Exactly. Drink some drinks. It's just a fun place to hang out.
There's a birdhouse up there.
It's a birdhouse up here. So up here, you'll see what happened. So I've been in this town. Like I lived in this hometown. This is basically my hometown of East Hampton, Massachusetts. I lived here.
Birdhouse.
Yeah, birdhouse. So I lived here, and I moved out for a while, came back, and everything changed. Like I never knew there was a trail behind a house. And it's public. Anyone can go down it, but there's not many people actually go down here.
It's run by like a conservation society or something.
Welcome from Russia. It's just a quiet area.
This is considered a wildlife sanctuary, but there's really not a lot of wildlife.
We did see a bear here once,
It's not
but
too
it was
big.
at night at 7 o'clock, and it was getting dark towards when it would begin, like, late summer, early fall. I thought it was a bear, could have been a bear, but it didn't look like a bear to me. And Sasquatch on all four. All you could hear was thump, thump through the woods.
Oh, I saw you Black Shadow though.
Oh, yeah, that was when the bridge was flooded over there. Like, the bridge was so flooded, you could see my shadow reflection through the water. There's dogs over there. People own that. There's property line over there. There used to be two of these, but apparently one got cut off. But this is one of them.
I think our
Upland cutoff trail. You can go that way or that way.
I think our buddy. We could go this way. We can like hit the beach and
Oh, and this thing is pretty cool. There is a beach around here. So every summer, when the water comes through, you could actually pick up the sand, and it's just like sand at the beach. I actually kept the jar, then the jar fell and broke, and I had sand all everywhere. I think it went into the woodwork too. It was a small bear, probably like
big
5 years old. Probably like no, it was bigger than a cub. So it was like older than one, but less than five. It was probably like a 3-pound bear, 300-pound bear. That's the only one I ever saw. And I saw a deer up here.
and beaver.
No, I am not a kid. My kid days are over. I wish I was a kid again, but nope, just getting older. So I'm just enjoying my life as the fullest. You can hear woodpeckers up there on the left. So this is part of a like nature trail, but it's not considered what's the word I'm looking for?
It's a sanctuary, like conservation.
Yeah, that's it. So it's like a sanctuary, but technically it's not. As you can tell, there ain't no wildlife around here as much. If you come here at night, a lot of creepy things. You can see the white marker. And it's funny because like no one actually technically uses this place. So that's why you can come down here and like target practice. No one's ever gonna stop you. It's basically land free type thing. And you can even sit down on both sides, take a break. Like I've had little fires down here.
You made me a walking stick when you were down here.
I made a walking stick out of ironwood because ironwood floats and it's the only wood that does float. So I made it a couple years ago and came out better than I thought it would do. Like it's perfectly heavy. It's like nice and sturdy. I don't use it, but my partner uses it. I fell too many times to start using a walking stick now. As you can tell, the sun I'm very surprised that this is not waterlogged. Usually it is. So up here, there's the beach up here. Well, not considered a beach, but we've been calling it that for the longest time because, like I said, it's basically sand. And then we saw a dead eel in here, a lamprey eel.
Lamprey.
That's what I said, lamprey eel. I thought it was I thought it was alive. I hit it with a stick. Oh, it was dead, and the mouth was open. You don't want to see those teeth. You get nightmares. There's a rope swing over here, but I wouldn't recommend using it. Um, this is I can go either way, I believe. Yeah, I can go either way. You can that's bet's been going that way. I'm just going anyway. Uh, Look, we can see deer tracks. There's a lot of deer tracks. Look, even bear tracks, or maybe I don't think they're dog tracks. But see, it's I don't think there's ever a lion down here, but it's all muddy too. Boing. I gotta go this way. I can't go that way. And then up here on top of the hill, there's big tree kaboom. Tree fell down years ago, and I'm so tempting to walk across it. Like I says, I'm just a wild child, so I do things I'm not supposed to do.
Right here.
Yeah. So this might be flooded. Technically, it is. Let's see. Everything is gone. There's no beach, but in the summertime, you could walk to the middle.
There's some ducks up there. Other side of the big tree kaboom.
Yeah, there's some ducks up here. Quack, 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 quack. Like everything, there used to be like everything when it fills in, it looks totally different area. But that's used to be the beach. Um, this you can see my shadow. Hi, everybody. This is basically big tree kaboom. It fell down. I would not recommend like it's just so run down. And there's a bench way up there, but there's a woodpecker in the woods. But I'll show you. So this, if I can get up here, hey, hey, gotta grab a tree, man. That's how you do it. You grab on a nice sturdy tree, and you're good to climb up. Okay, so this right here. So this used to be there. Over the past 5 years, that's what you got. And as you can tell, there's glass down here. Kids just come down here and just toss it, but
You feel the crack of water.
there's a ball down there. There used to be two basketballs, and they disappeared. I don't know if someone climbed over them.
There was a tire down there too. I don't see it anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if someone climbed over them. Like this used to be there. Hear that?
Woodpecker.
Woody
I
woodpecker.
swear I saw a duck, but they're gone now.
Yeah, I saw beavers in this water. Can't hear it. I wonder if my can's still up here. I think it was a little nip bottle that I shot. Direct aim. And so where I just walked through, that was the trail. This right here, these green pink flags is where the trail, where someone made another trail. He's going to town. And here's a bench. Oh, there's ducks. They're mallard. We have mallard and wood ducks around here. I used to have them growing up, but I'll zoom in. And this was the previous fire that we had. About a couple, actually, technically back in the winter. Can I zoom in on the? Yeah, you can see them. You can see the ducks.
Yeah, that's fun. Our
Zoom back out.
our little fire.
Yeah. I mean, see how bad like the cliff is? It wasn't like that. That's like everything could change in a blink of an eye. That's why I like nature a lot. Because nature, you can't predict nature, you know?
A little fire.
And here's the bottle. I'll show you. Probably the rain got on it. Yeah, this was the nip bottle that I shot before. But
The paint lost off of the tree.
it always does. It's washable paint. If you shoot a paintball at a tree, it will wash off and not hurt the tree. If you shoot it at yourself, you're going to hurt the tree. I mean, you end up hurting yourself. I've been shot twice with a paintball gun. I've been shot twice by a paintball gun, once by a BB gun, and that was it, actually. So I basically took 3 bullets. Nothing harmful. Just the paintball gun was probably the worst. Man, I'm still in a sweatshirt. Shouldn't I take the shirt off? It's hot out here. And then you're still on the white trail, and up here, there's more signs. And there's one sign that they put upside down, so it's facing the wrong direction because the gate is not on the right, the gate's on the left. And then
The ducks are going.
ducks swim fast. You wouldn't think.
We're down by the beach area, and I saw the 2 ducks before it came down the hill.
Yeah, so the sign's gone. They actually made it the right way
Sure.
because that goes to the gate to get out, and this goes all the way around. So just take it all the way around. Here. So I'm gonna have my partner take over because I'm dying in my own sweatshirt. It's a heavy duty one.
Alright. No.
Ugh.
Okay. Just Venti's watching from a pup.
Oh, welcome, Venti. So when Love Your Pups do when she does riddles, I'm terrible at riddles. I don't understand riddles. Like I can't get them. There's a duck. There's a wood duck. Let's see. Can I zoom in?
Is that a duck or is that just like a piece of
Oh, never mind. That's a piece of wood. That's funny. It's a piece of wood. I thought it was a duck. Everything all looks like the same around here. So like when you see a tree moving, you think it's like a duck or something or a goose, but technically it's not. I've walked all the way down here before into that field over there.
What's down to the dam?
Yeah, you're not supposed to, but like I said, no one ever comes down here. There's a hill. Y'all can go sliding down here winter. Oh, La, 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 la. Yeah.
Like the hill.
Hills are all right. Here's another bench up on your left, but it's a mystery. There used to be a bench up top. We can't figure out where it went. Then there was another bench that's gone too. So the two benches are gone. We can't figure out where they went. But this is basically swamp area. Like I says, I walk off grid. I've always did. Never got caught. See, this is swampy. I don't even want to imagine what's in here. Oh, I have a lean on the tree. I have an inch. So, you guys ever heard of skunk cabbage? If you haven't, don't ever pluck it. It smells directly like a skunk. And you could sit down on the bench. I mean, it's not bad for a trail. It's like one big loop. But things used to be better 5 years ago. This is ironwood, technically. It's solid and it lasts forever. You just can't burn it. I've tried. It don't burn. It don't sink. It floats. So most wood will sink. This floats. Or does it sink? Interesting. Whoa. I think I slid on a mud pit. And then
Slip too.
there's some skunk cabbage growing right straight down there. It's a good walk though. Good afternoon walk. And then you can't go that way because that's someone's property, like that way. But and then this goes down back around to the gate. A little more swamp right there. Oh, there's a tree over the branch. Look at this tree. I get out of here. This tree is new from there all the way to there.
Yeah, that's new. That was over the trail before.
No, like I haven't gone down here since I think last year, technically. Probably back in like November, December. There was still snow on the ground. And then it's just woods.
Snow on the ground.
That's what I said. Probably last year or the beginning of January. And there's a little arch. There's actually another arch around up here on the right. It's kind of cool. It kind of looks like a wedding arch. And it's made by ironwood. It's just two trees that are like not together, but are close together. And that's the trail we just went on.
And to take the trail back to the Burt Gate.
Yeah, and then that's the trail we just went on because this is where Burt's Gate is. I don't know why they call it Burt because there ain't no Ernie to it, but I guess Ernie wanted no part of it, so they just called it Burt.
Three colors: red, white, and yellow.
Yes, it does. I used to come down here, gather wood for my fire pit that I gave to my buddy. He's always asking me to go over there, and technically I have asthma, so I can't actually be around smoke as much. I mean, a little bit won't kill me, but if it's too smoky, then I have to come back home. That's why I don't really have fires anymore. But grilling is a different option. It's so quiet. All you hear is like birds and woodpeckers. You know, it's very rarely for you to actually see a woodpecker because woodpeckers are always straight up on the tree. So they kind of go between half and they go higher, but you'll barely ever see one down like at the beginning of the tree trunk. I mean, I've seen one and it was very rare. It was huge too. Like I said, there's not much to see around here, but I figured it's a beautiful day, sunny with clouds, mostly sunny. And it's just a random trail. We're gonna cut through this way, like I always do. It's a shortcut. And see, here's a can, so you could go target practicing too. Like this used to be so flooded where you couldn't even go across the bridge. And I came up with a solution: Crocs and socks. So I had Crocs on. The water was extremely cold. I walked through it, took my socks off, put my Crocs back on, and my feet were so cold through the whole entire trail walk. That was a crow. Ooh, trying to balance, huh? There you go. My partner, she's way back there. She has short legs. Like I saw beavers on this side and on the other side where the tree fell down. They were pretty big. Yeah, and here's the wedding arch. Come here at night. You'll be saying that even more. Because so I'll show you. So down here, right over there, right over there is where the bear crossed. Don't know where it came from. It just crossed. And I got scared myself, you know. I was like at night. And so this is basically the wedding arch. This is what I used to call it, but yeah, it's just it's technically ironwood. And someone tried hanging themselves apparently, or maybe
We tied that leash there.
oh, it's a dog leash. I tie the trees together. I figured they could make some love, but never happened. There's a hole. And then this bridge up here was flooded one year. As I'm shocked it's not flooding now, but once I get to the bridge, I'll show you. So yeah, this bridge you couldn't walk across it. The water came from up there, right there, all the way down there. So if you cross, you got to cross all the way over there. Duck. You sneezed at a duck, and you sneezed, and there was a duck. Oh man, I lost duck. Those don't sound like ducks to me. But we just scared some ducks.
Those are the same ducks we saw down there. I think way over here.
Ducks can travel. I wouldn't want to drop down there. Look at that. But the bench, mystery, gone.
Jar. Mystery.
I don't know where that scarf came from either. But there's a lot of interesting things that you could find down here. If you're into like antique, there's mostly antique glass, but they look like a lot of milk bottles and stuff. But like I said, I found some pretty good things around here. And you can see up that hill is just my home. So this trail's like right behind my house. And you can see on both ends how crappy it is. But like I said, years ago, they just made this into a big dumping pit. You don't see anyone down here. The whole entire time we walked down here, I didn't see anybody. Like nature's so fascinating. You wouldn't think it'd be. I mean, there's another trail called Arcadia. They got a lot of trails there, a lot of deer there. Like the deer will be like 2 feet away from you. I've tried to pet them, but they just run away. There's no bears there, no tigers, lions, or mountain bears. There's none of that stuff. But as you can tell, you got it.
Arrow right there.
I don't see no arrow.
Right there in the ground.
Where? I'm blind.
Look to the left.
Huh?
There's an arrow.
You want an arrow? Check it out. An arrow. See, like I says, very interesting things you find. Oh, stuck right to the ground. Wonder what they were shooting down here. Now, when it comes to arrows, like a bow and arrow, I've never shot a bow and arrow off. I don't have the strength to pull it back. I always snapped it. So, want some telephone? Those ain't telephone poles. Up here will be Bert's Gate. Only I never ever found Ernie or Big Bird or whoever plays on Sesame Street. I do want to see a Snuffleupagus. There's a lot of dogs in a small town. Like I live in a small town and there's a lot, right? A little bit of a elevation.
Like you look down at where the water is now from where we are here. It's crazy.
Yeah, see there's an old wheel down there. Cars going by. Like if you go across the street, there's a pond there, but that pond's got a lot of stories to tell. You see that car? Bouncy, 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 bouncy. They never opened this gate. Never. But here's the place. So it's basically 3/4 to a mile loop. Of course, they say that, blah, blah, blah. Please do not block the gate. And then there's the old stop sign down there. Yeah, they're all the same maps, every map you take. And this my home up here. But all right, everybody, that was my short live. Hope you all enjoyed it. Thanks for the likes, the watches. I appreciate that. And Sunday, there is gonna be a big Easter live between the buddies cooking and coloring eggs. But remember, don't die the cat. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye till now.